Good morning, guys. It's really early in the morning and I'm so sleepy. I'm preparing myself to go now with the motorbike to do some sport. I will get the car, I will go out and I will ride the motorbike for some hours and I will see you later. See you in a few hours. Hey guys, here I am again, and now I'm trying this way of recording. I put the camera, you have to see it, I put the camera somehow in the back mirror and it seems to work. We'll see in a couple of minutes, but so far looks good. It's stable here a little bit and you can see my face, I guess. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can see my face while I'm driving. Yes. So very good morning I had today. I was doing some sport with the motorbike like every morning. Remember guys, try to do some sport every morning. You have to do it. I know it's lazy, like you don't want to do it, but you have to. Yes, you have to, guys. Force yourself, push yourself to do some sport, because that's life. Yes. And even for myself, I mean, this morning when I was recording at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was like exhausted. I didn't want to do any sport at all. I wanted just to keep sleeping in the bed. But you have to do it. Yes guys, you have to do it. You have to do the sport, you have to move yourself, move your body, and that is life. And talking about life, yeah, even though you see me really happy right here, there was a little bit of bad news this morning. Yeah. What happened this morning while I was riding the bike? I just got the messages and I called my mom. What happened is that, probably you guys don't know, but I've had a dog since I was a kid. Well, it was not mine, it was from my parents, but from my family, so it was like mine. And the dog was really old, and unfortunately this morning she passed, sorry, it was a woman, a dog, girl dog, so she passed away this morning. And yeah, bad news, but the good thing of the story and the good side of the story is that she didn't suffer at all, and I think that's good for everyone, persons, animals, everything. If you have to die, die without pain, because that's the best way of dying. And she was really old, like maybe 15 years old, 16 years old, really old for a dog, obviously not for a human, but she was good so far. I mean, you was looking at her and I've seen her, like the face was exactly the same face as she always had when I was younger, I remember, but the body was like very old, and you were seeing her struggling like with stairs or struggling to walk. Everything was difficult for her, but so far she was not suffering. I mean, she was not crying, she even, like, because she was with my parents recently, so when I went to visit my parents, she came to like bring and hey, pet me, and you know, like these interactions. So she was fine. She was old but fine. But I was just talking with my mom today and she told me that this night she was suffering a lot. So she was crying all the night. She wanted to stand up and she couldn't stand up because of her foot wasn't working properly, and in this morning was like, well, very bad stuff. I don't want to mention it, but very bad. She was like dying, and well, my parents took her to the vet and the vet said that she was really bad, she was now suffering, and they had two options: either like let it in the hospital there alone, lying down, well, with the vets, or like put this injection. It's called this injection that basically kills the animal without any pain. So my parents decided to not let her get pain anymore, because she had very good, as I said, very good time, like not suffering, like very happy, old but happy, and it wasn't fair to let her continue with the pain, you know. So they decided just to like let her die and finish a long story with not the best ending, but not with a very bad ending, let's say. It's been like 15 years, amazing 15 years for her. Her name was Estrella, which is star in Spanish or Catalan, and I mean, I loved her so much. I mean, when you know, when you're a kid, you're a child, and you have a dog, that's like your life, you know. Your dog, you do everything with your dog follows you everywhere. You have this special connection, you know. And for me, Estrella was like a very special dog, and I will tell you why it was special. And sorry guys if this daily vlog I dedicated to her, but I think that after so many years, the less I can do is just let you guys know about her and let you guys know how I feel about her. And maybe I would like to know also from you guys if you also have this connection with the animals, or it's just myself, because I have a lot of connection, a lot of love with the animals. You've seen Tiara, our cat, and I had a pretty strong connection also with Estrella. And what I was saying is that we got her from the shelter when she was really like a puppy. She was abandoned and we found her in the shelter. I remember getting her from the shelter and taking her. I was young, I was like a kid, and I remember taking her in the car, bringing her from the shelter to home. And I remember that all the way I was like with her in my arms, and all the way from the shelter to home, she was like licking all my face, licking all my body everywhere, so happy, jumping, like, I don't know, I felt like she was so happy to being rescued from the shelter, that she was so grateful. I have no words to describe it. It was an amazing experience. I've never experienced it before. It was my first time getting an animal from the shelter. So I think that's where we made that connection. She made that connection with me, because all the travel from the shelter to home, she was with me, and I think that made her believe that I was like her rescuer or something like that. I don't know, I'm just guessing guys, but what I'm sure is that this connection was amazing, and I felt it all the time. I mean, all the time I was playing with her, I was taking her out. So yes, this is a very special thank you for her. She's not with us anymore. She's probably just, well, depending on how you feel or how you, whatever you believe, she's with God, or she's in the sky, or she's with whatever. That's up to you guys. But it's my first pet that I had, like real pet, because I had also like small chickens and small ducks and rabbits, things like that, turtles, but like real pet, my first dog, and that's special, and it will be always in my heart, you know guys, always. I will always remember her. So yes, sad morning, some sport, but sad morning, but you know guys, life continues, and that comes back to what I was saying before at the beginning of the video. Try guys to enjoy life as much as you can. Try to do as much as you can. Try to do sports, move yourself, do whatever you want. I mean, not whatever you want, whatever you can, because in a couple of days, years will be past and you will regret it. So do it now and don't let the time pass. Yes. So as I said guys, please tell me something. What are your connections? I'm the only one having those connections, or you also guys have these connections, these strong connections with the animals? So far, this invention of the camera It's upside down, but I'm gonna rearrange the video later, so don't worry guys, you won't see me upside down. So far it worked. Yes.